away. This one's over.
Oh my freaking goodness!
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and I woke up to the news. I was very concerned yesterday. I put out a video when the San Francisco Giants were going to delay the press conference to announce Carlos Correa because of something in the physical. And I was very concerned. I was told, bro, you're making something out of nothing. You're making something out of nothing. You're getting people excited over nothing. Okay, everything is fine. I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm a moron. So I go to bed feeling good. Like, no, it's fine. I'm going to wake up and we're going to have a new press conference. I wake up. Carlos Correa has signed with the New York Mets. It's over. DOA. Dead on arrival. The deal never happened with the Giants. The second fake out of the offseason, and this fake out actually got me. The first fake out with Judge, I didn't even believe. I didn't even believe when I heard it. I was like, no way. This one, this one got me. Even the Giants were tweeting it. I mean, it was official. It was genuinely official until it wasn't. And Carlos Correa has signed with the New York Mets. And it's a 12-year deal. Obviously, there's so much to unpack. There's so much to think about. And whether or not, this could end up being a good thing. I mean, I don't want to wish ill will on Carlos Correa's career. But if he does have some kind of a physical issue, and a 13-year deal, which is extremely risky, obviously, some people are going to feel happy about it, like we dodged a bullet. But personally, when do you get sick of nobody coming to the Giants? Of San Francisco being anything but a destination? The Dodgers get everybody and their cousin. The Mets get everyone and their cousin. The Yankees get everyone and their cousin. Giants, we just have to draft. Why is that? I don't understand. I don't understand that. What's the problem? But in this particular case, maybe we did get the guy. I'm gonna look at it. I haven't even had a chance to look too deep into it. I just woke up. Baseball is life. This is crazy. Getting Eovaldi, Myers, and Duvall now. I'm not happy about it, but maybe it's not the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world, Mitchell. But it's like, when are we going to get somebody? When are we going to get a serious free agent, signs with the Giants, we can be really excited to see? When's the last one? Barry Bonds? Barry Zito? When's the last time we could get some serious, big-time players here that we didn't draft? Don't get me wrong. I'm going to love Posey and Crawford and Belt and Lincecum at that time. And, of course, Kane and Bumgarner. We've had great players. But guess what? We drafted all of them. We drafted them. The only guys we can sign in free agency are Tommy La Stella. Okay? All due respect to my man Tommy. But at some point, it does get, you get like, what the hell? Let me see if I can watch this video on Jeff Passan. And hopefully y'all can hear it. I'm going to play this video because I haven't even watched it. Like I said, I woke up to this news. I had a lot of other things to take care of this morning. So I just now getting to it. It's still pretty early. So, not too late on the news, but I think it broke quite a while ago.
Decision not to go to San Francisco, instead to go to New York. How did that part of the equation break down?
When the medical concern came up during the physical examination, David, there's pause that's put into players' minds at that point. And I think when that pause was put there, we don't have specific details at this point on what the medical concern was, but there is always an alternative. And we have to remember, when these deals are agreed upon, they are pending physical examination. And in the physical,
It made it sound like it was Correa's decision not to go to San Francisco, instead to go to New York. How did that part of the equation break down?
When the medical concern came up during the physical examination, David, there's pause that's put into players' minds at that point. And I think when that pause was put there, we don't have specific details at this point on what the medical concern was, but there is always an alternative. And we have to remember, when these deals are agreed upon, they are pending physical examination. And in the physical examination, clearly something happened that had Carlos Correa wondering, is this the right decision? And ultimately, instead of working out something with San Francisco, perhaps an altered contract, that's when the New York Mets swooped in. And boy, the team we're looking at right now with Pete Alonso and with Francisco Lindor. And
All right, so hopefully you guys could hear that. It almost sounds like Correa decided to jump ship instead of working something out with the Giants. Correa decided, I'm out of here, forget this. Giants had some kind of concern. They wanted to alter the deal, I'm sure. 13 years is insane. 13 years is insane, but you have to overpay to get the guy. That's just part of the deal. You have to overpay, and you have to pay them for several years, which they're not going to be that effective, more than likely. That's just the nature of it. And obviously the Mets weren't that worried about it. $315 million. Actually, it's a 12-year deal with the Mets, not 13. $315 million. Yeah, $315 for the Mets. Giants was at $350 million. Paul Hawaii, what's going on? Thank you so much, Paul Hawaii membership. You are the man. But welcome to the major leagues. Holy freaking cow. Thank you so much, Paul Hawaii. Very disappointing. That's not disappointing. Paul Hawaii's not disappointing, but this news, I love my Giants. This is not right. Ohtani too. And physical was a cover-up, says Lydia. I don't know, man. We're going to have to look into this article and see what else we can find out. Like I said, we're just kind of, I'm finding all this out with y'all. And it's just really sucks because, this doesn't happen that often. When someone signs someone, they sign someone pending a physical. They're like, oh, well, it's a physical. Correa's been healthy the last couple of years. What exactly did they find? They don't even tell us. I heard it wasn't a back issue. According to Susan Slusser, tweeted out, it's not a back issue, and he's known for kind of having back problems. What did they find? Got a torn ACL? Got some, what else that can't, if the Mets signed him to 12 years, it couldn't have been that bad. But then again, like I said, we might look back at this in 5-6 years and be like, damn, we're glad we didn't sign Correa. It's very possible. But if we're not going to sign Correa, we're going to sign somebody. We got to improve this team. I know the Mets are freaking stacked. In fact, the Mets, they've signed, like I said, everybody. There was a tweet, I think it was from Passan. I'm not sure if I could find it right offhand, but yeah, breaking Carlos Correa's agreement is off, and the All-Stars reportedly has a deal with the Mets. Where is this? Let me just look at Jeff Passan. Let's go straight to Passan. He's tweeting like a madman. Yeah, they've signed Correa, Nimmo, Diaz, Verlander, Senga, Quintana, Omar Narvaez, Adam Ottavino, and David Robertson. Wow, that's an off season right there. That's an off season. I'm not saying our off season has been a complete failure, but my goodness, man. That's the same article I was at before. We're just not a destination for free agents. It's just not. The Judge thing lasted all of 7 minutes, and the Correa thing lasted a few days. In a stunning turn of events, free agent Carlos Correa is headed to the New York Mets and not the Giants. 28-year-old shortstop agreed to terms on a 12-year, $315 million deal with New York a week after coming to terms on a 13-year, $350. How did this extraordinary change take place? What went wrong? And has anything ever happened like this before? I don't know. We're about to find out. I want to get to some comments, though, because I see the comment section is going crazy. Paul Hawaii, Lydia, Brian Perez, no problem. Just Giants don't have a good farm system. A great team like those teams the players want to have. Love my Giants. This is not right. Hector, Paul Hawaii, Ohtani, do what's up. Isaiah Bostic, Charles Johnson doesn't care. Brady Domini gets less money. I was shocked when I woke up to see this. Yep, Juju Pellets. Yep, Mets got a discount for a more perfect America. What's going on? Haniger hit 39 home runs. We did get Haniger, and hey, who knows? Haniger could come out and hit 35 to 40 home runs, have a big season. And Correa might be hurt. I'm not wishing on that. I'm genuinely not. I hope Correa, I wish the best of luck to Carlos Correa over in New York. But if he does happen to have some injury issues and that contract doesn't work out, then the Giants might have dodged a bullet there. If he does go over there to New York and he becomes a freaking Hall of Famer and continues to tear it up and is just amazing and wins some MVPs over there, then we screwed up. We screwed up. Susan tweeted that the Giants wanted to restructure the deal, but Boras didn't hear from them. Yeah, Giants wanted to restructure that thing. Understandably so, sort of. But guess what? What's the term? I believe it's F around and find out. You effed around and you found out. You're messing around with the contract and he's gone. Quick, too. I mean, quick. If you hesitate, you lose. Sometimes you cannot mess around. Good morning, Eric. What's up, AM Echo Sky? I just can't believe what happened last night about Carlos Correa's offseason. Sucks. Go to Susan Slusser. Yeah, we'll check her out. Any updates on Susan? Can we go to Susan? Scott Boras tells me that after the Giants canceled their press conference yesterday, they indicated that they still wanted to negotiate about Correa, but he didn't hear anything more from them. 12 hours later, the Mets deal got worked out. F around and find out. It sounds as if there was a very old Correa injury pre-MLB. What? That raised a potential issue. It has not cropped up again. None of Correa's other physical issues have required medical intervention or ongoing treatment. Pre-MLB? We're worried about a pre-MLB? I mean, look, I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. I don't have any information. It just sounds funny. If this was a true medical concern, it sounds a little tenuous. And if it was a matter of cold feet, that's usually ownership, not the front office. We won't know what happened from their viewpoint until the Giants discuss this, if they do. The Giants can make good faith. This is a couple hours ago. Giants can make good faith, legit efforts to sign both Judge and Correa, and whiff disastrously for different reasons. Judge was probably a long shot, but they had to try. Correa's medicals were obviously unexpected. The press conference was scheduled. The press conference was scheduled. It was a wrap. I can't believe how quick, and the Mets swooped in, dude. The Mets don't play. The Mets don't play. Giants just fall short of free agents. The deal was done. Was it overpaying? Absolutely. 13 years? Absolutely crazy. If you think about that, even 10 years is huge. Like I said, Correa would be on this team until, I'd be, well into my 50s. Correa would still be on this team if he finished that 13-year deal. And it's hard to think that he'd be effective anywhere close to the whole time. But you're not paying for the last 5 years. You're paying for the first, 8 years. That's what you're paying for. And then the rest of it, you're just paying. At that point, hopefully, you can afford someone else, at that point when that time comes. You don't worry about the last 4 or 5 years. It's just the nature of it. David Barr, once again, Giants management ownership bites the hand that feeds them. Fire Farhan. Eric, can you explain to me why Padres and Dodgers spend is like San Francisco doesn't have enough money? I don't know. I don't know if it's a combination of they don't want to spend and people don't want to come here. I like Haniger. I mean, we got Haniger, but it's not enough. Jock is not enough. Our division is tough. Division is insane. And we have to hope that Haniger has a big season for us. We have a $4.99 super chat. The front office at least owes the fans an explanation. They do. They do. Like, what happened? I mean, we have some insight from Susan Slusser, who's doing a really good job here, by the way, of getting this information. She's obviously on the phone and trying to find out as much as she can for us. And it looks like they were like, hey, Carlos, we had a little issue. And thank you so much, though. Recovery, 716-499. So, yeah, I think Scott Boras, they tried to tell him, hey, let's renegotiate. And then Boras was like, yep, didn't call him back. Can you imagine not calling back the Giants, just ignoring it and signing with the Mets? Like, you guys just blew it. You guys blew it, man. Pre-MLB. Pre-MLB. That's just odd. I mean, these guys are athletes. I hope they don't expect their physical to go, be 100%. Like you're gonna have some bumps and bruises. You're gonna have some issues. I mean, again, I don't have the details because they don't tell us the details, which they owe us the details. What happened? Did you see all the people that the Mets signed that I just went through? See, now I'm getting upset. Giants' contract with the star shortstop fell apart after the team expressed concerns during the physical examination, prompting Correa to reopen his free agency and sign in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. What the freak with the Mets? Did Correa not? I mean, that's a huge difference. San Francisco versus New York. I mean, he didn't even. Mets made an 11th hour run at signing him. The deal did not come to fruition then. D. Porter has come through. D. Porter. Something fishy going on the West Coast is a medical issue, but on the East Coast, it's all clear. Yeah. Sumner says I should be happy. I don't like huge long-term deals, but I also understand that that's the only way to get free agents. I would prefer to draft well and build a team that's mostly homegrown and then sign a few free agents like Hanniger's of the world and get some help there. Look for some really, good pitchers who aren't going to cost an arm and a leg and do it that way how we've done it before. The problem is we haven't drafted quite as well lately, and the guys that we have drafted well are getting towards the end of their careers. Who's replacing Crawford? Maybe Marco Luciano is gonna be the man. We do have. Let's not forget we have Luciano. Maybe, but we don't have any first basemen really. We don't have a ton of starting pitchers. We do have Harrison coming up, but we don't have a ton of starting pitchers like we did 10 years ago when we had Kane and Bumgarner and Lincecum and even Jonathan Sanchez and the list goes on and on how many great starters we were able to draft back in the day. We don't have a whole ton coming up through. The ones that we've had have not really worked out. But I'm just disappointed that the Giants can't seem to land a big free agent. And every time we think we do, we don't. I wonder what the Karaoke connection is here. Wonder what the issue is. I don't know. Seth H. $5. Free agency is pretty much dry now, but there are some big names coming available in the next season or two, Ohtani or Soto. Thank you so much, Seth H. You are completely right. We will have a chance to sign some free agents later. This year is almost done. I think that there is still some options out there. I heard that Trey Mancini is maybe about to sign somewhere else, but he's out there. Our farm system is pretty good. Harrison is coming. Luciano is coming. Schmidt. Artega. Molesky. Bednar's down the ways. For a perfect America. I mean, I'm not saying the farm system is garbage, but this very well. I mean, I'm not. When I first saw the news, when I woke up, I wasn't totally outraged because I kind of felt like a little bit. It's like one of those things, a little bit of relief on that 13-year deal. But as the more I started thinking about it, I was like, dude, why can't we get anybody? Well, what's up with this? And it was just messed up how it happened. Signing with the Mets in the middle of the night. Giants were trying to work something out. It just feels messed up. Just kind of feels messed up. Like, don't you just, you agreed to a contract with the Giants? Don't you try to work something out first? I guess not. And you remember who his agent is. You know what, though? I'm all over the place. Like, I'm genuinely all over the place. Like, I don't know what to think, but there is a very good likelihood, a very strong likelihood that in 5-6 years, definitely 10 years, we're going to look back and be like, damn, we're glad we didn't do that. There's a good likelihood of that, but there's also a strong likelihood that the Mets go win a couple World Series and Correa is really good over there and we'll be pissed off. So we'll just have to wait and see on that, but there's nothing we can do. He's gone. Just try to, he's gone. He's with the Mets now, and the Mets are freaking stacked. The Mets have signed everyone. And not much we can do. staggering outcome that continues to reshape baseball landscape this offseason and would make the Mets the most expensive team in North American sports history. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see the Mets coming in here like this so quick. Verlander, Senga. I wanted Senga. Quintana. We had Quintana for a couple months. Nimmo back there. Diaz back there. Ottavino back. Omar Narvaez. David Robertson. Remember, what? Just because it says agreed to terms, and even I fell into it, I was like, dude, he's here. He's here. You just kind of assume that there's not going to be an issue. But, hey, if there is an issue in the physical, you have to think that I guess you just have to trust the doctors, trust the Giants. But it's still very concerning. I'm just looking through this article. Anything else interesting? Do we know what the Giants saw in Correa's physical? The specific nature of the Giants' concern with Correa is unclear, but with a deal as long and lucrative as the one in which he agreed, any team approaches a physical with much greater rigor. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, 13 freaking years. When I saw that was delayed, I was like, uh-oh. The Mets, every team has different threshold for giving a thumbs up on a player's medicals, but after the events of the past 24 hours, it's extremely unlikely that Correa would have come to terms with the Mets without the team indicating that it's expected to pass him and make the deal official. Yeah, he's still got to pass one with the Mets too, right? Has anything ever like this happened in the MLB before? Nothing of this magnitude. Never. Never. I mean, obviously deals have been agreed upon and then something happened in the physical. That's happened. But nothing with this, a 13-year deal after a few days have passed. And now the Giants have nothing they can do. Aaron Judge, nope. Carlos Correa, nope. Nathan Eovaldi's the best we got left. Michael Conforto. Even after signing Mitch Haniger, Jock Peterson, Ross Stripling, and Sean Manaea, this is likely to end up a lost offseason for the Giants, who went into winter hoping to land a franchise player and will likely exit it empty-handed. All we can hope, ladies and gentlemen, is that franchise player is already with us. And it's Marco Luciano, or it's Kyle Harrison. We might have a franchise player with us who we're going to pay pennies on the dollar compared to what we were going to pay Carlos Correa. So that's all I can say about that. But I'm going to jump through some comments. Thank you so much, Seth H., for that super chat. Those were the days. LG, what's up, daily MLB content? Let's go Mets. Sumner, your drafting has been a little suspect, but first baseman are a dime a dozen. Don't you guys have a hell of a pitching prospect? Yeah, we hope. We hope Harrison is a hell of a pitching prospect until someone makes their big league debut. I don't get my hopes too high. Any infielders out there will check out the free agency. Ohtani is not going to be available till next year, right? I want Pete Alonso on the Giants. That would be nice. If ownership wants to be cheap, then we should do too as fans. As painful as it is, I'm a fan forever, but this is unacceptable. If Duggar was a free agent, we would not be able to get him. I would have mentioned Reggie Crawford, but he was drafted last year. It's going to be a while, yeah. His agent is Boris, right? Scott Boris. An absolute machine. The Giants are going to be terrible for 30 years. Ouch. That's okay though, because that means in 30 years, when I'm about like 72, we're going to be winning the World Series, baby. Yeah, if the Mets don't win the World Series in the next 3 years, that'll be the biggest flop ever. Even worse than San Diego. You guys will be fine, he says. I hope you're right. Joe Boyd says sell the team. Chris Dingy, get over it and find a way to build a championship through developing talent, bringing in guys that can contribute and don't bust the budget. Yeah. Subscribe today. I'm an Orioles fan. 18 million. That's it. Baseball is life, says Marco has great potential. Worst franchise ever. Yes. Isn't Gene Segura out there? Reggie Crawford will be a fail anyway. Ouch. Ouch. That was our first round pick. A little too early to say that, I would think, but let's see who's out there on the free agent tracker. And Carlos Correa, this did say SFG the other day. It said Giants. We got him. Look at this list. These are the top dollar free agents. Okay, Judge, Correa, Turner, Bogarts, DeGrom, Swanson, Rodon. who we had: Nimmo, Diaz, Contreras, Verlander, Benintendi, Walker, Jameson Taillon. Did the Giants sign any of those names I just listed? Nope. Yankees, Mets, Phillies, Padres, Rangers, Cubs, Yankees, Mets, Cardinals, Mets, White Sox, Phillies, Cubs. Oh, no problem. Maybe the next batch we'll have someone. Chris Bassett, Jose Abreu, Robert Suarez, Mitch Haniger. Oh, we got Haniger. Finally. Eflin, Rizzo, Anderson, Montero, Bell, Jansen, Vasquez, Quintana. We only got one of these guys, and it is Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger's our guy. 3-year deal. It's not an insane 13-year deal. 43 mil. And that's our guy, dude. Mitch Haniger better come over here and freaking be awesome. Oh, we did get Ross Stripling, but now we're down to kind of the mid-tier Stripling, Manaea. I mean, come on. I'm all happy about it, but let's see who's out there. Can we see who's out there? David Price, pass. Brandon Belt, I don't know his situation or if he's going to retire or what. We might end up bringing back the captain. Nathan Eovaldi, that's the best pitcher available. I think the Giants are thinking they're done with pitchers, so we'll see. I don't know if Aroldis Chapman's going to retire or Nelson Cruz is 42, going to be 43. Craig Kimbrell, I pass on him. He's just totally unpredictable. You never know if he's going to be amazing or horrible. Gene Segura is still out there. Will Myers is out there. A Giants killer with the Padres. That's a different Will Smith. That's the pitcher. Zach Britton, Greinke, Pollock, a lot of older guys, but Corey Knebel, Adam Duvall. Let's bring back Duvall, baby. Let's bring back Duvall, dude. Let's bring back McCutchen. I mean, there's some names out there that are just older, McCutchen's 36. Even Duvall is 34 at this point in his career. Will Harris is 38. Notice the numbers. Miguel Sano is young, but he hasn't played well lately. They're all north of 30. Jurickson Profar is about to be 30. And then you're getting down to the subpar names here. Although Donovan Solano, I wouldn't call subpar. I'd love to bring him back. Johnny Cueto's out there. There's free agents. Giants are not done with the free agency. But I just don't think we're going to make the big blockbuster deal we wanted. As much as I appreciate our 3 recent titles, it's possible we brainwash ourselves and think we can always win a title by building through the draft. You might be right on that one. For a more perfect America. Logan M says, I don't know what to say anymore. Obviously not, because you didn't even message me about Carlos Correa signing with the Mets. I was like, damn, this dude is either sleeping or is in freaking just some kind of a situation where you can't speak, can't move, just completely frozen in shock. Are you going to be boycotting? Manuel Rosales is done with Farhan. Fire him. Eric, I don't know what to say anymore. Obviously not, because you keep saying that. So that's all. That's the only thing you can say, I guess. Will you be boycotting? JD Belt platoon at DH. Hey, what's up, David Knight? Price is probably retiring. Giants are screwed. Ouch. Guys, we got to keep our composure, and that's all we can do. We got to keep our composure. It's really not over. Giants, I mean, we don't have a roster that really matches up with the Dodgers or Padres right now. And our free agency, we suck in free agency. But let's look at Mitch Haniger's stats. Mitch Haniger's the guy. Mitch Haniger's the dude. And he passed his physical. First round pick back in 2012. And in his first full year, he was an all-star, 26 home runs, 93 driven in, 285 average. And in 2021, I don't remember what happened if he opted out in 2020 or what, but he didn't play. But anyway, in 2021, he hit 39 home runs, 100 driven in, 804 OPS. I mean, last year he had injury-riddled season. If he can bounce back to have a 2021 type year, hey, it's going to be all good. The guy's still young. I believe he's 20. Okay, no, he's not. 31. Okay, he's about to be 30. He's not exactly young, but he's not old either. So, okay. Mitch Haniger's the guy. I'm surprised he's that old. Break out the helmet. JD Martinez, Brandon Belt, DH platoon in LA. I love our Giants, but this is embarrassing, friends. What can we do, ladies and gentlemen? I knew I had to go live. I had to talk about it. I told you all yesterday. I didn't even go live yesterday. I made a quick video because I didn't know what was going to happen, but I really was concerned. I was genuinely concerned. Like I said earlier, like same thing whenever I heard Bochy had an interview with Texas Rangers. I'm like, yeah, he's going to be the next manager. People told me, no, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Heard the same thing yesterday. Bro, what are you talking about? Why are you making a big deal out of it? It's nothing. Happens all the time. Like, I don't think so, dude. The press conference was scheduled. I don't think so. This sounds serious. That was my opinion. And sure enough, I woke up this morning and Carlos Correa is a freaking Met of all teams to go to. Not the A's. Not an American League team. He goes to the freaking Mets. But the Mets got everyone, and they're not messing around. A lot of people, they may be the favorites to win the World Series in 2023. I'm not really sure yet. If it's not the Dodgers, it'll be the Mets probably. But what else can we say about it? Is Susan Slusser tweeting anything else out? Giants, there have been rumors of the Giants bringing back Kurt Casale, if that makes anyone, feel better. Love to have Casale back myself, but he's definitely not a game changer. But no, nothing else new. I would be curious to see the responses to this tweet about how Boris tells Susan Slusser that the Giants canceled their press conference. They indicated they still wanted to negotiate with Correa, but he didn't hear anything more from them. 12 hours later, the Mets got the deal worked out. I think I misread that the first time. I thought the Giants didn't hear from Boris, but actually Boris didn't hear from the Giants for 12 hours, he says, and he got the deal with the Mets. Giants probably thought they had more time than that. Giants probably thought they had more time. You don't mess around with freaking Scott Boris. All he cares about is one freaking thing, the ching-ching. Why isn't Farhan addressing the media? Because he's a gutless coward, says Fire Farhan. I wouldn't expect Fire Farhan, that's the name of his account. I wouldn't expect him to have much nice to say about Farhan. Giants walked from the deal, wasting a precious week while the best free agents were signed. The Giants played themselves. I mean, look, they got the freaking... are you kidding me? Did the Giants make... I think the Giants did put out some graphics with Correa, man. Getting all the fans hyped up and excited. Yeah, the team's not talking. The team's not saying anything. We can go to the Giants Twitter account. Freaking crickets over there. Is this the Giants official account? Yeah, this is it. San Francisco Giants roster move. Gregory Santos has been designated for assignment. Oh, fantastic. That's all. That's from 2 days ago. Happy Hanukkah. That's all we got. Tyler Rogers, happy birthday. Welcome to San Francisco, Shaman. We got nothing from their Twitter, not surprisingly. But, hey, what's up, Night Baseball? What's up, Karaoke? What's up, William Henry? My Dodgers have sucked in free agency, not making any good moves. Most likely they want to use their young players to start over, but unfortunately that's not World Series caliber. Can't believe I'm saying that. Well, you guys still have a lot of talent on that team for sure, and not a whole ton of competition in the West. I mean, we're going to try. We're going to try. Arizona is more inspiring right now. Oh! Steve Cohen has the biggest balls out of any billionaires. Juju pellets. We have carnivores, lunar activities. Scott Boras is quickly burning bridges with teams. Dodgers refuse to deal with him now. I'm done with Farhan. Fire this man. He ruined the Giants. 137 in the chat. Thank you so much for your amazing support out there. This is crazy news. It is broke during the night while I was passed out. I woke up this morning, actually early, super early to find out this news, and I am just not totally shocked because we did kind of hear yesterday how that they would be delaying the press conference. Well, the press conference is not happening. Carlos Correa is going to be a New York Met, not a Giant. The Giants did not land any of the top free agents. It's official, and there's nothing we can do about it at this point. So I want to thank everyone for being here for this stream. I don't know what else to say. Let's see, out of curiosity. Can I find the Mets? Why is it so hard to find the Mets official Twitter account? Shouldn't it be like the top results? Here it is. Mets tickets would make a great holiday gift. They haven't tweeted anything about it either. But it's happening, guys. It's happening. Carlos Correa is a New York Met. The Giants, we're going to rely on Mitch Haniger. And hey, we don't have to pay Carlos Correa for the next 13 years. There is both, in my opinion, there is some good and bad. I think mostly bad for me, just because of the nature of the Giants and that never landing free agents and just kind of basically it's basically humiliating this offseason that the Giants, there was news came out that we signed Judge and Correa and neither of them ended up with us. It's kind of humiliating. But other than that, we did avoid a 13-year massive contract, and let's just hope for the best. Juju, Paul Hawaii. Why won't management address the fans? They're going to have to soon. 12 years, $315 million. Correa to the Mets. Let's keep our composure. Keep our composure. And that's all we can do. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'm having some, I might be having some internet issues, which is nothing new. Manuel Rosales. Well, all we could hope for is if Correa doesn't pass the physical with the Mets. Even so, he's not coming back to the Giants, I don't think. But he'll pass that. I'm sure the Mets assured him, hey, you're passing it. You come in here with 2 broken legs and freaking brain damage and, you know, missing fingers, and you're still going to make the team. So don't even worry about it. It is what it is. Guys, have a fantastic evening. I hope you all are going to do okay about this, and we'll just wait and see what happens. And hey, Giants baseball's coming regardless, and we're going to be there for 162 post-game shows in 2023, so be ready for it. Thank you guys for the support, the super chats, the new subscribers. Shout out to Charlie Chierchio for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Bring back Mad Bum, Chris Tingley. Nobody wants to come to San Francisco because they know the front office is weak in the offseason. We are pretty weak in the offseason. But the reason we're weak is because nobody wants to come to San Francisco. But we got to do something about it, guys. Have a great day. Thank you again. Have a pleasant evening. And we will talk to y'all next time. Let's keep our freaking composure.
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure. He is stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over.
Oh, my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.